But sadly, as I have to draw this webinar to a close, and just before we hear from our poet, Nick Makoha, I just want to thank all of our speakers for their time, insights, and the rich discussions. It's definitely been interesting and engaging to hear from everything. I'd also like to thank our partners and collaborators who have made today's event possible, including the African Caribbean Society at the University of Cambridge, the Uganda National Museum, Afford UK, Open Society Foundation, our partner curators, and Poet in the City. I'd also like to say a big thank you to everyone in the audience for your attendance, questions, and comments. It's been wonderful seeing the range of discussion, and I hope you all found the sessions as interesting and as engaging as I did. So we wanted to use this webinar as a start and to invite you all to follow the MAA and Devolving Restitution on future developments and dialogues to continue challenging authority assumptions and knowledge. On behalf of everyone here at the MAA, we hope that by opening up our African collections, we're able to invite more voices, people, and experiences to make our collections as accessible and transparent as possible, and that this momentum will be unstoppable. So I'm now going to hand over to Nick Makoha from Poet in the City, who's going to give the final word through Poetic Minutes. Just to quickly introduce Nick, he is the founder of Obsidian Foundation and the winner of the 2021 Ivan Huras Prize and Poetry London Prize. His poems have appeared in the likes of Cambridge Review, New York Times, and Poetry London. Thank you all again for your participation, and thank you, Nick, in advance for your words. Thanks so much, everyone.
All right, so I have two things I want to share, just some thoughts, and then a very rough poem. When I say rough, I mean rough. But I've totally enjoyed the day. It was very enlightening. If I'm honest, all the artifacts kind of had an emotional resonance with me. But in particular today, I'm going to be looking at Queen Wazoro's Turnish Cotton Cloak, and I'm going to share with you a poem about that. But I just want to read, before I do that, two quotes that might be useful. So the first is from, where did I get it from? From Ezra Pound, and it says, art gives us data of psychology, of man to his interiors, as the ratio of his thought to his emotions, etc., etc., etc. It is the touchstone of art, and it gives us precision. So I really kind of like that why we're using, probably myself, to kind of make us understand what's going on as a poet, to make us understand what we're doing here. And then there's another quote from a lady who has been reviewing, well, she reads Paradise Lost, and she says, there's a section in Paradise Lost where it goes, what Satan and the readers see after viewing the garden are finally Adam and Eve. So when we see Adam and Eve, the section of Paradise Lost reads, erect and tall, godlike and erect, with native honor, clad in naked majesty. And that reminds me of what one of the students was talking about, how the Benin women were graceful in their nakedness. And this is true majesty. And sometimes what is exhibited as exotic or African, or even, in other cases, Orientalism, all of that is actually grace and sovereignty. So I want to kind of share with you this poem, which I'm right now titling Queen's Sacrifice, and it's for the Queen, and it's kind of all over the place. So I hope I make sense of it and it makes sense to you. So forgive me. It's, as you can see, it's all in my doctor's handwriting. My father is a doctor, well, a retired doctor, so that's my excuse. But I'm going to try and get this across to you in the best way that I can. I just have it over kind of 3 pages, so just bear with me. So Queen's Sacrifice, and it is the dead queen talking through the poet, if that makes sense. Queen's Sacrifice. Forgive my death and absence and foreign language. I write these words knowing that I'm not knowing if you will receive them, as I am dead, as I am a woman, as black as the skin of night, as I am a ghost whose only record is this cloak and its spent life. The poet will be my translator. Follow the geography. There is a village beyond the map's line where I was born, past the palms, past where the Red Sea made its entrance. I am there in its reflection. It shows my true majesty. To kings, I was honeycomb. They wanted me as their true fragrance. They committed me to memory. They braceleted my arms with gold and with ivory and my neck with gold. They troubled themselves with my desires to be a queen. Who would avoid it? Its lands and all that it obtains. I wear this robe. I wore this robe on my marriage day. It was given to me as a song. It was given to me as they sang songs to the mountains. In front of me and behind me, they sang songs as if I were the word of God. Who would not want to be the word of God over the deep, or that same river descending? If you will take this cloak and not return it, you will not see the silence of my language. I am with God in the distance, in a field, waiting. I am with my people under the stars, under the moon, waiting. I can barely read my writing here, apologies here. I am with my screams, which are really tears, waiting. I am in the poet's voice, waiting. I'll leave it there.
That's great. Thank you so much, Nick. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks again. Bye.